Hey guys, so in our first lesson we covered three things. We talked about the parts of the guitar, we talked about the string names, and we did a one finger per fret exercise. So I just want to review those with you real quick. So this is the guitar. As you can see, it's a little bit different from your standard. This is the one I use for traveling. It's just called the Backpacker, made by Martin Guitar Company. But as you can see, the parts are going to be the same. It's a lot like just the parts of a human body. So this top part of the guitar is called the head. And on the head, you've got these keys. They could be silver, they could be gold, they could be a bunch of the other colors. But these are your tuning keys, and they adjust the tension on the strings of the guitar so you can get the right notes. Right here at the base of the head, you've got this white bar, and that is called the nut. So from the head, you come down and you've got this really long part of the guitar, and that is called the neck. And so on the neck, the parts that you have are these little bars. They could be silver, they could be different colors, that go in across the neck, perpendicular to the neck, and those are called the frets. So obviously here we've got these longer strings that are running up and down, and those are your strings, and that's where your tones come from. So some guitars, you may have these white dots along the fretboard or along the side of the neck. You can see them a little bit here. Those are kind of reference points, but they're inlays. Some of them are circles, some are squares, diamonds. They come in all different shapes and colors and sizes. So then from the neck, we've got the body of the guitar. And on the body of the guitar, we've got this round hole, which is just called the sound hole. And so as the strings vibrate, all the sound bounces around inside the body, and it comes out through the sound hole. Down here, we've got the bridge, and a lot of folks will call this the bridge bone, but this section here is just called the bridge in general. You've got your string pegs, and those hold the strings in place on the guitar. Some guitars will also have an additional, this one has an end pin on it. Sometimes this has a hole through it for a cable, or it could just be solid, and this is where you would put your guitar strap. And then I have another place on the back of the neck of this one to put a guitar strap as well. The string names, the way we remember them is by a little sentence that goes, "Every boy gets dirty and eats." So the sentence starts from the highest string, which will be, in this case, as you're looking at your guitar, the furthest from you, so the lowest one. And so this is the E string. The next note is the B string, and then the next note is the G string. Then the next one you have is the D string, then the A string, and then the E string again. So this is your low E. Every boy gets dirty and eats. And so the first exercise we went over was the one finger per fret exercise. So as we play the guitar, we don't want to put our fingers directly on top of the fret, or it may buzz on us, it may not sound quite right, but we want to take our finger and place it not on the fret, but just behind the fret. So you'll be able to see the fret a little bit under your finger. And right now all I'm doing is just pinching with my first finger, but I've got my thumb on the back of the neck, kind of in the middle of the back of the neck of the guitar. And the reason for that is that gives you the most reach around with your wrist if you need to reach further to get at more strings. So the one finger per fret. So first finger will go on the first fret of the 6th string. That's the E string. And then the second finger will go on the 2nd fret of the E string. Third finger will go on the 3rd fret of the E string. And the 4th finger will go on the 4th fret of the E string. Now sometimes when you do this, when I first was learning guitar, I had to literally just take my other hand and bring my fingers into position where they were supposed to be so that my hand can get what's called muscle memory, and so I could remember where to put my fingers on the strings. So eventually what you'll be doing for the exercise is playing each note individually, making sure each note sounds clear. Don't worry about the right hand having a pick, just use your thumb or a finger to pluck the string. And you'll start with the 1st fret and go up. And then you'll go to the next string, the A string, and do the same. The next string, the D string, same thing. string, and then the E string. So be patient with yourself as you do this. Don't go faster than you can get the notes correct. If you make a mistake, just take your time, try it again. Don't wear yourself out, make your fingers bleed or anything like that. Get some time practicing, doing it up. And once you get snazzy with it, then you can try going back down and lifting your fingers off as you go. So you might try doing up and then go back down. Up and down. Up and down. And be able to do that with all the strings. And you'll find as you do this, the easiest strings to reach are the lower strings, the E and the B strings. The harder ones are the 6th and the 5th strings, because you have to reach your wrist around a little bit more in order to let your hands stretch further over the neck. Alright, have fun with that.